Welcome to our channel Hiring Mentor. I hope you are doing good. So, in today's video, we will be talking about an important topic. This topic is not just like the other topic which we have done in other videos. So, the topic is what are the frequently asked question and answers for content writers in interviews. So, in this session, I'm going to ask her some questions to Sojanya, who is my colleague, which has some information about this, and she will be answering them all. So let's just start this video, and please watch this video till the end, guys. And trust me, you are gonna learn some new things through this video.
Yeah, sure.
Well,
Yeah, okay. I will explain about the content writing. So, why is it so popular career choice today? So, if you are planning to appear for an interview of a content writer, you just need to be prepared for some certain questions, which Pooja will ask me in this session, and you will learn a valuable information through this session. So, content writing, like most of the companies and most of the organizations, recruit people who are expert in the content writing and who are expert in the content writing skills. Like most of the companies will always recruit the people who are very good in the writing and who provide a valuable information or unique information, like for a website, or it might be for many purposes, for preparing the documents or for preparing any kind of letters or any kind of content writing or for the blogs. So for these purposes, the companies will recruit people who are expert in content writing. It is one of the most popular career choices today because most of the companies hire a lot of people who are experts in this field. So let us start.
okay, so well, Sojanya, could you please tell our viewers that as a content writer, what do you do to research the target audience?
Yeah, sure. As you can see on the screen, there is a specific answer before you. That is, as a content writer, it is important for me to identify the target consumer and understand his or her personality, preferences, and needs. For this purpose, I take assistance from analysts and review the data provided by them. This is the most specific and accurate answer which you can tell in case if this kind of question is posed before you in an interview. So in this question, they mainly asked, what do you do to research the target audience? Like what kind of work do you do? Like how much dedication you will pay towards the researching skills in order to provide some unique content to the company. So in this, it is important for me to identify the target consumer, understand his needs, especially the needs. So you can say like I'll mostly focus on the needs of the consumer, and basing on that, I'll prepare a valuable content which will be quite useful basing on the current issues, like basing on the understandings of the consumer personality, basing on the interest of the consumer. So in this way, you can answer to this question whenever it is posed, Pooja.
Yeah, so next I would like to ask that according to you, what were the essential components of good web content?
In case if this kind of question is asked, you can say these four things that is displayed on the screen, which is quite accurate, such as usefulness, engagement, call to action, and credibility. So these are the four words that you can mention in case if any kind of question is asked like this. Essential components in the sense essential qualities you have for the good web content writing development. So you just need to utilize the time like usefulness, and you just need to engage. It means that it's like a communication between the consumers and the organization based on that. And the call to action in the sense having a plan and bringing out an action in order to bring out a result from it. And then the credibility. So these are the four things that you can say, and you can say many more that are related to the essential skills you have of some good web content development. So this is about it, Pooja.
Okay, so well, Saujanya, can you please explain us the steps of creating a content strategy for a client?
Yeah, sure. Well, here are the four steps that is displayed on the screen. The step one is define the marketing objectives, and objective in the sense the purpose, like future goal. And then the step two is identify audience, their personality, behavior, and demographics, etc. First of all, in this step two, you need to mainly focus on the needs of the consumers and their behavior and their interest in purchasing that particular product in the company. And the third step is define how the client brand should be perceived by the audience, positioning. And then the fourth step is brainstorm ideas. It means that creating the topic, or subject pool or creating a keyword list, etc. So these are the steps, strategies in this means steps that you follow for a client or the brand which you focus on in the future if you are recruited in that company. So these are the four steps which you can just keep in mind. So this is one of the most asked questions in an interview. So this is about it, Pooja.
Okay, so well, Saujanya, can you please tell our viewers that as a content writer, how will you decide the topic to write on?
Yeah, okay. So the answer is identifying the target audience and their needs, researching keywords and associate keywords, analyzing conversations on social media, analyzing conversations of competitors, keeping track of blogs and articles from subject matter experts and commentators. Basing on all these things, basing on the current issues that are going on between the company or organization or between the consumers or between the products and the consumers, basing on the reviews, basing on the commentators and the feedbacks that are received from the consumers. So in this way you can answer to this question in case if any question like this is posed, like what subject matter to write on in this sense, like which topic you are most interested to write about it in the blog, or which topic you are most interested to write some research papers. So this is about the answer, Pooja, to the above question you asked.
Okay, so can you please tell us that how do you analyze the performance of content?
Yeah, sure. Analyzing in the sense analyzing the performance based on the content. So here are a few things. You can say that search engine result based, like what result did you get based on the topic you searched for, and then the traffic and repeat traffic and engagement. Engagement in the sense how many likes you received, how many shares, like how many people have shared your content, and then the comments for what you have written. It might be in the website or it might be in the form of a blog or it might be the articles as well, and then the call to action in the sense making some inquiries about the performance of yours, and then about the leaves and the sales, because of you how many sales have been taken place between the customers and the products, how many products have sold out. So based on these things you can analyze your performance, like how much is your level of performance, like is it poor, or is it good, or is it quite better. Like so in order to analyze the performance of yours based on the content you have written, you can check based on all these things which I have said now, Pooja.
Okay, so well, can you please clarify the difference between the blog and the article?
Yeah, sure. First of all, we need to understand the differences between the blog and an article. So, articles are more traditional and formal form of writing. Article in the sense, whatever you want to convey, like whatever the content you want to express, you will just express in the formal way, like in a piece of paper. Well, they are meant to inform the reader about a subject which mostly focuses on the facts, events, analysis, and the research. Well, what is meant by a blog? Blog is just like a website where you publish your articles in it. So, a blog may or may not include elements of an article, but it is written in an informal and personal fashion. Like most of us create blogs in order to express our feelings, which are personal. So like about your experience, what had happened in your life, and about the reviews, like it's quite an informal one which makes others easier to understand in your own language. It generally includes the opinion of the writer, so its experience, as I have already mentioned before. So you just need to remember one thing, like article is just a paper where you express the facts and where you specifically express the content in it, whereas in the blog it is a website which includes all the articles which have written. It is quite personal, like you can use your general language as well in order to express some things in the blog. So these are the differences between these two things, Pooja, blog and an article.
Okay, so well, can you please tell us that how do you manage feedback and criticism?
Yeah, sure. You cannot expect that all the things will be good. There will be some criticism as well. In case if you publish an article, or in case if you publish a content in a website, there will be some negative feedbacks as well from the people. So the purpose of this question is to test your attitude towards feedback and criticism. So you need to clearly examine this question and you need to clearly express this question in one certain way. So you need to indicate that although you are confident about your writing, you are not stubborn. Show that you are flexible and willing to make changes and modifications necessary. Whenever you receive a negative feedback from the people related to the content, you shouldn't let go of it. That's okay, I will just leave, I will just continue this kind of writing, I don't care whatever people say. You shouldn't carry this kind of feeling in your mind. You need to be flexible, like you need to adapt to new changes. In case if you have received one very bad comment, you need to be flexible, like you need to change your way of writing, and then from next on you need to focus, like you need to focus on the good feedbacks rather than the bad feedbacks from the people. So modifications are quite mandatory. You need to adapt yourself to new changes in the form of writing. So in this way you can answer to the question which is posed in an interview, Pooja.
Okay, so well, next, what books are you reading currently?
So this kind of question is mostly asked in each and every interview. Well, if you are a good content writer, they will see how many books you have read by posing several questions based on the book you read. So it is assumed that you are an avid reader. In answering this question, you can share your choice in blogs and also demonstrate your taste in literature. You can answer this question, and you can also say which book you have completed reading recently, like it might be Ruskin Bond's book, who is one of the great authors in our country. You can also mention some of the authors as well. So this is not a specific answer to it, but you just need to mention the name of the book that you are currently reading, or in case if you didn't start reading yet, you can mention the name of the book which you have read before. So in this way, you need to answer to this question, Pooja. Well, I hope I
Okay,
have
so
answered all your questions that you want to ask me. Yeah.
yes, thank you Saujanya for answering my question. Well, let us wind up the video as we have this to the end of it. But before that, please subscribe to our channel Hiring Matter for more videos like this, and please do like and share this video, and please do follow our Facebook page, and you can also join our webinar regarding this topic. Link has been provided you in the description. And also, wash your hand and do apply sanitizer, and don't step out of your house for irrelevant reasons. Thank you for watching our videos and have a nice day.